Hello everybody, this is Jill with Greenwood Girl Cards. Welcome back to my channel. I hope if you like what you see today that you will hit that like button and hit the bell and help me out as far as growing my channel and being able to offer crafty time to more people. So I am coming on today to do what I call gingerbreads on parade. I get questions every day about gingerbread dies, and I know that Marilyn does too, and so many of us that have channels where we're doing gingerbread or Christmas crafting, we get a lot of questions about gingerbread dies, where to get them, which ones we use, what sizes are they still available, if so, where do you find them? And so I thought I'd come on today and just go through what I have. Now, I've been doing this a long time, you guys. I've had products that have been gifted to me from friends. I've had products that I've purchased myself, some that I've found at the thrift store over the years. And so I have a lot of gingerbreads. You don't need this many. You just need a small ginger, a medium ginger, and a large ginger, in my opinion. As long as you can make the different sizes to fit into different tags, you're doing pretty good. And then I know that when Marilyn shared her video, she also even has some really giant dies to make really, really big gingers. And if that's something that you think you would use for different types of crafts around, for home decor, all sorts of ideas can come to mind with bigger gingerbreads. There's so many things you can do. But for me, my primary reason for creating with gingerbreads is to give Christmas tags as gifts at Christmas time to friends and family and churches and giving trees and things like that. So I'm going to share today what I have, and I'll try and tell you if it's something that you can get now, if it's available to purchase in a store. Okay. I'm going to start obviously with what's the latest thing that's available is these Peachy dies right here. Okay. This is a standalone die set. It isn't made to cut out this stamp set. It does not cut this out. These are two separate products that were came to fruition back in the, geez, I don't even know how long ago now. And so they haven't been changed other than we had to order, kind of redo the artwork and order the die from a different company. So I just want to be sure that everybody understands this plate die will not cut out these stamps. Okay, so I just want to mention that again because there's definitely been some confusion by some people, questions and stuff like that, and whether or not a die is ever made for the gingerbread dolls for Sherry. That's, I'm assuming it could be a possibility. I don't know. That would be up to the owners of Peachy because this artwork is Kathy's artwork. It's her artwork. So, but in the meantime, for those of you that like to paper piece, this die is available and I absolutely love it. This size ginger is a very good size. And just to kind of give you guys an idea, I'll put the ruler up to it so you can kind of see. So it's like a 3-inch almost, just shy of a 3-inch ginger. So, or 2.5-inch, sorry you guys. Let me get the ruler's in the right spot now. Okay, so about a 2.5-inch ginger. So that's the first thing I wanted to mention. And this particular die then comes with these 6 faces. Okay, so these are the 6 faces that she included with it. Okay, all right, so that is the first set, and I'm going to set these aside as I go through them and try and move fairly quickly. Another medium size ginger is the Stampin' Up! Gingerbread Punch. And you can often find this in resale, for resale on eBay. And this one is about a 2-inch ginger. And I just hand color this. There is a stamp set that this was made for with Stampin' Up! And I did not buy that. I just wanted the punch so that I could make gingers with my Peachy Keen faces. So that's what you see here. I always have some of these hanging out in a little envelope so that if I need a ginger for a project, I have some made. I could not find the punch to show you this morning, but I just wanted to include it so you know it's something that is an option for a smaller size ginger. Then there's this stamp set. This is from Jaded Blossom. Okay, this is what the front of the stamp set looks like. Okay, now I believe there are 2 different versions of this, and I'm not sure which version I have anymore. I can't, mine might be the, oh, this is the revamped version. So there is an older version that's out there, but this is what the die looks like, okay? And you can stamp the stamp onto the die if you want. And then this is what the die cut looks like if you know, just plain. And you've seen me use this in projects this year where I put a little thing of whipped cream on the head of this ginger. And it's a great size ginger. I love it. So this is from, again, Jaded Blossom. It is in production now, and it is available. It sometimes is sold out, and I suggest you message the Jaded Blossom. You know, you can message them and ask when it's going to be back in stock, so you'll know, you know, to watch for it or whatever. But this is a great die. I love this one too. So those Peachy Keen ones and this Jaded Blossom one are some of my favorites. This is a set from Tonic that was done, I think, a couple years ago. The large Gingerbread Man is 1.9 by 2.4 inches. Just to kind of give you an idea. And I did cut some of these out just so that you could see them. They have some of the faces. I tested all of these dies with my Peachy Keen stamp set, the Jill's Favorite Faces, that has all the little faces of different sizes in it. And so I cut these out and I tested faces on all of them. So this again is from Tonic, and it's called the Gingerbread Family Trio. And it's a total of 6 dies. You can just use the die back part, or you can also add this piece that cuts all the detail. It's totally up to you how you want to use it. And here's a look at the dies. So there's 2 pieces. There's a backer, and then you can insert this piece in and recut it a second time to get this part. So you can either have it in or have it out, or do 2 layers. It's up to you. So this is an interesting set to play around with. Okay, and again, this one is from Tonic. I do not know if it is currently in production. You'd have to go and find out. Okay, these are old dies. The Cottage Cuts, these are old Cottage Cuts dies. They are no longer in production. Just to kind of give you guys some information about Cottage Cuts, the owner of Cottage Cuts, she contracts with artists to create her dies. She doesn't own the artwork. She just owns the right to the die when she produces it. So when it's in production, once it's retired, she can't remake them because she doesn't own the artwork. So both of these are retired. You cannot get them anymore, but I'm just going to show them to you. This is the remake that we just did with Peachy Keen. Okay, so these exact gingerbread are what I just showed you here. Okay, so this is these gingerbreads just remade, okay? And the only difference is that the faces are different. There's 6 faces instead of 2, okay? So these are, these again are retired. They're no longer in production. And I will let you see this really quick so you can tell. It's called the Gingerbread Tag. And this one just makes a cute tag. You can cut it out and then just add a string. And then I've shown you guys these many times. And this is what we just remade with Peachy Keen. So just to show you those, then we have this beautiful set. There are 2 different sizes of this die set. This is an Anna White design, and you guys saw me make some cute tags with aprons on them last year. And I used an apron from My Creative Time, and I cut it down to fit the apron on the ginger, and it turned out really, really cute. So, and I wish I had that to show you, but I don't right now. So this is just a really sweet die, and what's nice about this one is it does have the face on it already. So if you just don't want a face, some people don't like stamping faces. If you're the kind of person that just wants to die cut and go, then this is a perfect die for you. I love the little prim heart. I love all the stitching on here that Anna has done. It has this little bell you can add, and then the holly. And then you can also purchase the coordinating clothes for these dies also. So again, there's 2 different sizes, and I think one of them is primitive gingerbread, and I think the other one is like small gingerbread. I can't remember. I don't have both of them yet. I only have the large one, I'm pretty sure. Then this was a set by Recollections that was at one of the big box stores. And it just does, you can stamp this little ginger, but if you don't want to use this stamp, you can use this to die cut the ginger. There's a dress and a candy cane, and you can just use a Peachy Keen face stamp. So this was at Recollections. The big box stores often do gingerbread sets like this, so be looking at the big box stores. You never know what you're going to find once they put the Christmas stuff out, which is right around now. So then this is a Tim Holtz Thinlit set. It is, let's see, does it have a name? It's number 663116. So there's the name. You guys have seen me use this many times. And what I love about this one is you get these adorable 2-layer gingers. And I've used the Peachy Keen faces on these. Okay. And this is what they look like. So I just think these turn out so cute. There's one where I've already colored in some white highlights. But I really love these 2-layer looks, and I've done this with other dies where I've cut the die part down just so I could get a second layer, because it is a really fun look, and I love how you can add some glitter to the back of it and they sparkle. So this is the Tim Holtz one. I believe you can still get this. I don't think they've retired it yet. So if you don't have it, I highly recommend this one. I love it. Then Lawn Fawn did a set of gingerbread dies a number of years ago. Does it say what year these came? 2018. So these have been out since 2018. We're almost to 2022, so they're like 5 years old. I don't know how much longer they're going to keep them. Hopefully they'll keep them forever, because I think gingerbreads are a die set that every company should have their set and keep it, because there's always new crafters, new moms with kids to make, you know, needing stuff for Christmas parties every year and making Christmas tags for their kids. So this is what those ones look like. They're nice sizes. And again, I've used those Peachy Keen faces and just did some white highlights with a gel pen. Okay. And I love that they have both sizes, and it gives you a lot of versatility. So this is a great set. It is in production now. You can purchase it. All right. This is another, I'm going to move on to the, well, let's see. Well, we'll do this first. Okay, so these are the Tailored Expression ones. Now you can see this one is a little bit bigger than the ones that I've been showing you, okay? This one's a 4-inch ginger, okay? And this is from Tailored Expressions, and it's a beautiful set that you can get the dress, you know, all the clothes for it if you want, or you can just get the ginger and just do simple gingerbread, okay? And what's nice about this, I just have it all stored together, but if it does have the face separate so that you can just die cut and use your stamps if you want to, which is what I do, okay? So this is the Tailored Expression sets. And they are still in production and still available at their store. They may be sold out, but they're in production, which means you can watch for them. This is the Paper Sweeties gingerbread die. This is what it looks like. These look adorable with the Peachy Keen faces on them. This is available at papersweeties.com. So this is a Paper Sweeties product. It's called Sugar and Spice. This is the number PS164, and it does come, I'll show you this is what the stamps look like, and this is what's in it, okay? So a really cute set, and gives you lots of versatility as far as, it does come with a face, but you can just use one of the Peachy Keen faces if you want. Which is what I do. I really like the Peachy Keen, the look of the Peachy Keen faces. So that one's from Paper Sweeties. Then this is one that came out a couple years ago. This is a Mintopia Die. This was at Frank Garcia Studios website. And this is what this one looks like. Let's see. I'll show you. It cuts it. You have the main die piece, which looks like this. Okay, and this is with a Peachy Keen face on it. The reason these are all stamped is because I was testing faces when I was getting ready to pick my favorite set, and I wanted to make sure that I had faces for every single die size. What's nice about this one is it also comes with the hair. or the frosting that you can use to do the hair. And then you can make it a shaker, so it also cuts out this piece, and then you can use this part to create a shaker on top of the big die. And then this is just the throwaway piece, if you will, but you could use it also. So this is from Mintopia. It was available at Frank Garcia's studio. I believe this was 2020, I think. It doesn't have a year on it. Not that I can see. But this is from Spain, just so you know. This was designed in Spain. And the name of the company is mintopiostudio.com if you want to try and see if it's available. Okay, but I got mine at Frank Garcia Studio. All right. Then this was a Momenta die. This was, I think this was gifted to me. Did Ida? I'm trying to remember who gave this to me, but somebody sent this to me. And it cuts out, it's a shaker die. It's meant so that you can create a gingerbread shaker. Okay. And so it has the two different pieces similar to the Momenta one that I showed you. Or not Momenta. What was the other one? Oh dear. I'm already forgetting. Oh, the tonic one, I think, is also a shaker, as is the Mintopia. So lots of shaker ones out there that you can buy. I don't know if this one is still in production or not. You'd have to check the Momenta website at momenta.com. Okay. And does this one have a year? Not that I can see. So I'm not sure how long this one has been out. But it was $14.99. Whoever purchased this for me, thank you very much. So I haven't even tried it yet. I need to try it. Oh my goodness, you guys. But I don't have a ton of time to craft each week. And so I end up, you know, jumping around and doing different things just depending on what strikes my fancy. Okay. This was a gift from Amador. Hello, Amador. I hope you're doing well. Hello to you and Nathan. This one, it has the die itself and then an apron and a chef's hat, this wonderful bow that I use for a lot of different things. And then this little bowl with a little heart in the center. And then it comes with it. You can, there's face and buttons you can stamp. There's frosting you can stamp. And I'm sorry, I've got some die cuts in here that are sort of blocking your view. Let's see if I can move those out of the way. Okay, and then you can stamp, you die cut these. You die cut the bowl, and then there's two sentiments: homemade tastes best of all, and baked up just for you. Bye. So you can sign your name if you're the one giving a gift of some gingerbread. So there's the dies again. This one is, I believe, almost a 3.5. Yeah, it's about 3 3/4 is the size of this one. Okay, so that's a nice size one. This is, now we're going to move into the Bigz dies, okay? I get a lot of questions about this die. This is the one where I often will cut 1/8 of an inch around, all the way around, and then make a second layer. And it is called, excuse me, you guys. This one is called Sizzix Gingerbread Man number 2. There's the number. So 658158. This one, I had heard the designer still works for Sizzix. If the designer is still an active designer, you can order a copy of this from the Sizzix website. That is my understanding. You can go through their order process to get it. So just keep that in mind. Now, I don't know that they're still there. I just know that in the past, this designer was still working there and you could order the die. I actually got my die on eBay. So you can watch, the best time to watch for these types of dies, I think, is almost in the off season when people maybe aren't buying Christmas dies. Okay, then this is the Tim Holtz Gingerbread, and that is what it's called. It's just called Gingerbread, and this is what it looks like cut out. Okay, and it does come with frosting that you can cut pieces off to decorate. Okay, and this one was gifted to me by my friend Kelly. Hello, Kelly. She was so sweet to send this to me. I guess she ended up with a duplicate, and I did not actually have one. So I have used this on a couple projects during my Christmas in July Christmas tag mix this year, if you want to see some projects with it. Then there's this one here. And for those of you that aren't familiar with this one is called Gingerbread Man number 3. Okay, and it's about half the size of a Bigz die. Okay, so there's a Bigz die. This is about half the size of it. And this is what it cuts out. So the ginger, the bow, and the heart. And I love this little prim heart. And this is what it looks like if you just put the bow onto the ginger, and I tried coloring it really quick. But it is about a 3-inch gingerbread, just shy of 3 inches. So 2 3/4. It depends on where you put the bow and everything. But I love this one too. And this one again comes with the little face. So it's a really nice ginger for just making a quick gingerbread when you need one. And then I think everybody's familiar with this die. It's called Gingerbread Man. It'll say Gingerbread Man right there on the top. It is an old red Sizzix die, okay? And it cuts out this sweet little ginger with the little hearts, okay? And that's what it looks like. That's the image that's on the front of the case. And this I got on eBay many, many, many years ago. This die is no longer in production. This one is no longer in production, and I do not believe that you can even order them from the website. So, these are just ones that if you're lucky enough to find them at a thrift store, or someone that is a longtime crafter that is maybe retiring from crafting and getting rid of them, you have a chance of getting one. I'm going to show you a couple more things. There's this little, I think they're called Sizzlets. Is that what they're called? Anyway, this is part of this die set. And this was at Tuesday morning at one point. And I actually got it for the wreath, but I thought I would show it just because it does contain this little gingerbread that you can cut out. And I like it because you can use this wreath as a base to do a lot of wreaths on. So that was why I bought that one. And then you've all seen these, but I'm still getting questions about these dies. I got this die about 4 or 5 years ago for $12 on eBay. And I got this one too at the same time. And it's a Gingerbread Boy and Girl. And the boy looks like this. It has the hair and then the little cuffs, which you can use on this die with the girl also. And sometimes I just do the hair freehand because I like the girl's hair to look a little bit different than the boys. And also just to make them look like they're individually frosted gingerbread. I like to just do them separately. But these are available on Etsy, and I've heard from someone else that they're also available via Amazon. They sell out frequently. If you go to Etsy and search for it when it's sold out, it will not come up. So you won't be able to find it, okay, just so you know. I have linked it in a previous video. I've linked the Etsy shop when I showed these gingerbread tags a couple weeks ago. So you can find the link, and if I'm going to try and put links down below of whatever I can find at the time I upload this video. So I don't know if I'll be able to link this if it's not in stock, but you can still get these if you want them, okay? So I just wanted to show you those. And then I've got a few more things that I can show you. This is a retired Lil Inker Designs. Hi, Laura. Laura's company is no longer in business, but this was a little stitched gingerbread die that she did. Laura's the one who concepted doing stitching on dies. She was the one that started the whole thing. God bless you, Laura. And you can see the size of this one because I tested the faces on it when I was working on my stamp sets and for Peachy Keen. So this is a really neat set. If you ever see this on eBay for resale, it also has a bell, a frond, a little cute little bow, which I just love, and then this little ornament that says Mary. Okay, so that is from Lil Inker Designs. Okay, and again, they're no longer in business. This is no longer in production. There is this little die right here. I'm going to show you the cover of this. This I believe was available last year. I don't know if it's still out there. I think it might be at Hobby Lobby. You can check. It may be something that's carried elsewhere also online. It's about a 1 5/8 maybe. So a tiny little ginger. There's my thumb. You can see how tiny it is. But this is a good one, and it also has stuff that you can use for other holidays like Thanksgiving. Let's see. Here is this sweet little die set called Frosted Cookies. This is an Anna White die. Hello, Anna. And I love this little ginger right here with the heart. And these are all gingerbread cookies. You've seen me use these on tons of projects. I separated my ginger from the other ones because I cut it out more. So that's what these look like. Okay. I love that set. And then this is a Lawn Fawn die set that goes to making their these little critters like this. And this one has this cute little ginger in here. And I just thought I would show that really quick. Okay, so that's Lawn Fawn. A few more things. These are very old. These are very old Quick Cuts dies that I use for little gingers to put in mason jars and stuff, little cookies. So you can still find these out there if you're interested in them. These are the old little 2x2 plate dies. This is what they look like. I've got a bunch of them in here. There's a candy cane, a little boot. There's all sorts of stuff in here, a bell. But the main thing is these little loose dies that cut out the gingerbread boy and the gingerbread girl, a star and a tree. And I use those for, I used these for cookies back in the day. Like there's the star. Before Anna's die came out, and now her die does the cookies in 2 layers, which I just love. And there is a ton of cookie dies out there on the market now. Honeybee Stamps does some. The Greetery is coming out with some very shortly. They're doing previews right now, so you'll see that they've got some cookies coming out. There's lots of Christmas cookies. Tim Holtz just did another set. So lots of Christmas cookies to choose from. You've seen me use this die. This is called Cocoa Cup from Frantic Stamper. And this is a wonderful size coffee cup if you're looking. I know that some of you wanted this die set. Okay, when I showed the hot cocoa tags that I made with the hot cocoa recipe, you guys, some of you were not able to get this die set. This is a fun little coffee mug that you can use, and it comes with a ginger and marshmallows and a candy cane. And I've made tags with these, and they turned out so cute. And my friend Tammy, SS Crafter 1, also made tags, and she sent the tags to me. And I still have one of them that she made, and I gifted some of them to brothers and sisters at Christmas. Then this is a Karen Burniston, and this has these little charms, okay, and there's a teeny tiny one and this size too. And what's neat is you can cut the teeny tiny one, you have to emboss it to get the face, or the same with this one. You can put the piece in that does the embossing or not. It's up to you, but the Peachy Keen faces will fit on this. So it's fun to just play around with these when you're making a tag. They look really cute dangling off a mason jar or whatever. This is a set from Momenta again. This was gifted to me a couple of times, once by P, Hello P, and then a second time by somebody else, I can't remember. But this one has this cute little ginger in here too, and he's kind of half covered, but you can see him. And this is, you could go to Momenta.com if you want to see if it's something that's still available. I can't tell you what year this was, so I'm not sure. I think it was back in the day, this was a Tuesday morning find, if I remember correctly. Okay, just a couple more, you guys, and then I'm running out of time here, so I got to go really fast. These are some Poppy Stamps, I think. Yeah, these are 2 little gingers that Poppy Stamps did, and I'm just going to pull one out and show you. They are microscopic tiny, so really, really tiny, and I'll just show you what they look like. These are the little faces that she did for me from Peachy Keen to fit these tiny little dies. So isn't that cute? Those are the little tiny faces that are in the Jill's Favorites set at peachykeen.stamps.com. And there is a boy die and then a girl die that you can dress in a little dress, okay? And did I cut? So this is what they look like. And I did not cut out the dresses yet. I just cut the ginger so you could see the size. They're tiny. Okay, like here, I'll put it on my thumb or my finger so you can see. It's a very tiny die. So just be aware, there are tiny ones out there which can come in handy. And then you've seen me use these, if you've been with me a long time on my channel, these little 2x2 Quick Cuts dies. These I've used a ton. I love this little girl die. These are 1.5 inches about, and you can still find these. If you bought a Cuttlebug back in the day, these plates oftentimes came with your purchase, so you may have these in a stash of dies. If not, I often see these on eBay if you're interested, and these are the little gingers that they make. I just think they're so cute. I love this little ginger girl. And you've seen me use these in bowls when I make a baking themed tag, and I'll tuck these in the bowl. So just really, really sweet, tiny little dies. All right, and then I think that's it for today. Yeah. So that is the end of my gingerbread video. I hope this helps you guys out with finding products that that you can use, and hopefully companies will be coming out with some gingerbread dies that'll be on the market here in the US, because it is hard to find, especially Bigz dies. It's hard to find gingerbread dies that you can cut fabric and other things with. So thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and I'll be back with you again soon. Bye now.